captures more than just images. It holds emotion, confidence, beauty, and truth. With this exhibit, we explore 6 paintings that reflect the complexities of being human, from fear and chaos to peace and wonder. This is the painting known as Vanitas Still Life with a Skull, created by Peter Klaus in between 1630 to 1789. It is a haunting reminder of mortality created during the Dutch Golden Age, a time of discovery and spiritual questioning. I guess Klaus, a master of still life, misused a muted palette of browns, orchids, and deep shadow to evoke white reflected moon. The careful rendered skull, fallen cover, scattered papers, and soft feather are not merely objects. They are symbols of life transient, the futility of material pursuit, and inevitability of death. These paintings spoke softly, yet profoundly about the fragility of human existence, prompting us to contemplate what truly matters. It makes us feel small, but awake, urging introspection rather than fear. Though this stillness, I guess, class suggests that the understanding the brevity of life is what gives it meaning, making this artwork not just a visual composition, but a timeless philosophical reflection.
This is Human Fragility by Salvatore Rosa. Salvatore Rosa was an Italian painter from Naples. In 1655, at Edinburgh, he succeeded. Sadly, he lost his family. He was heartbroken. Around 1656, he painted human fragility to show his beauty and how fragile life can be. The painting uses dark colors like browns and grays. These colors give the artwork a serious and sad feel, which fits the theme of human death and weakness. In the center of the painting, there's a child writing a Latin phrase with help from a winged skeleton. This skeleton represents death. This moment shows us that life is full of struggles, and death is something we all have to face one day. The painting is full of symbols. There are soap bubbles and butterflies, which remind us how short and delicate life is. There's also a knife with Rosa's initial on it, which could show his deep personal pain and sorrow. Use a special technique using strong light and dark contrast. It helps make the main figure stand out and makes the scene more dramatic. Even though it's not loud or violent, the painting gives a deep and quiet silence. Human fragility is a touching reminder that life is short and we should value every moment and every person we love.
What is beauty, knowledge, and what is love? When time slips away and death draws near. This is the haunting question behind Maria van Oosterwijk, 1668, Vanitas Still Life. Oosterwijk was a Dutch painter during the Baroque period, one of the few women recognized for her art. Her work is part of the Vanitas tradition, a genre designed to remind people of life's shortness and the futility of earthly pleasures. In a time when religion and mortality were central to life, these paintings delivered a powerful message that you die, so live wisely. Look closely at this still life. A skull, a hourglass, and watch all symbols of time running out. The globe, book, and instrument represent human knowledge and ambition. But even those can outlast death. The flowers and butterfly are beautiful yet fragile. Like life, they bloom and then fade. This masterpiece isn't just a display of artistic skill, it's a philosophical statement, a quiet meditation of life, death, and what truly matters. Maria van uses rich, dark colors, contrast with bright reds, white, and golds to highlight key elements. Its technique is meticulous. Her oil painting brings each object to life with stunning realism. This painting evokes a quiet sense of reflection. It doesn't scream, but it whispers. It asks us to consider the brevity of life, the limit of wealth and knowledge, and the value of inner purpose. The longer we look, the more we feel the message settles in. This painting speaks directly to the fragility of human existence. It reminds us that no matter how powerful or wise we become, time humbles us all. For us today, it's a call to focus not on what we own, but how we live. It's a reminder to appreciate the moment and live with purpose. Bonita Still Life doesn't just show still life, it reflects real life, and its message is clear that is fragile, we need to use it well.
Saturn Devouring His Son by Francisco Goya, 1819 to 1823, is one of his black paintings created during the final years of his life. It is painted directly onto the walls of his home. The work reflects Goya's personal despair after war, illness, and political unrest. Based on the myth of Saturn, who ate his children to avoid being overthrown, the painting explores themes of fear, destruction, time, and power. Goya's use of dark colors, distorted forms, and wild brushstrokes creates a terrifying emotional image. Saturn appears monstrous and irrational, symbolizing how fear and power can corrupt and destroy. The painting's raw emotion and disturbing imagery reflect Goya's psychological state and still resonate today, showing how fear can twist human nature and lead to violence. Both summaries emphasize the painting's relevance, emotional impact, and warning against the dangers of fear and unchecked power.
The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali, and also known as Melting Clocks, was created in 1931 during the height of the Surrealist movement. Surrealism was a cultural movement that began in the 1920s and aimed to challenge conventional notions of reality and logic. This painting evokes a sense of unease and introspection, and the melting clocks and barren environment create a mood of loneliness, confusion, and timelessness. This sense is evoked through the use of muted and earthy colors and short and defined lines, and use of precise, meticulous brushworks and realistic techniques. The form in the painting defy logic and gravity, and also this painting used melting clocks to symbolize fluidity of time. This painting can describe the fragility of human existence in the way by showing the feature of painting in the melting clocks that reflects the impermanence and vulnerability of human life, where time no longer guarantees permanence or control. And also, this painting, the time is portrayed as unstable and melting, showing that the structure we rely on to make sense of life is not solid or permanent, and this shows that life is not permanent and that life is so fragile in different aspects.
Memento Mori by Patrick Villas in 2020. It is a symbolic trope or meditative practice serves as a poignant reminder of mortality and the fleeting nature of earthly pleasures. Patrick Villas' work, created in 2020, encapsulates the Latin phrase, "Remember, you must die." Throughout the history and beyond, various cultures have developed unique traditions to confront the concept of remembering death. These traditions often address our fear of death and the need for humility. Sometimes they evoke the struggle between the spiritual and the corporeal, or denounce the temptation to succumb to denial. Villiers' artwork rejects all the vanities such as the pursuit of wealth or power. By doing so, it reminds us the equality of all beings regardless of their social status, as we all face the fragility of life. Whether we are beggars or billionaires, we will ultimately succumb to death.
Across time and styles, These paintings speak a language we all understand. Whether it's fear, love, chaos, or calm, each brushstroke offers a window into the soul of humanity. What do you see in them?